Twinkies will play on some grassy dirt, but turn down the volume on Dick and Bird. Fuck Dick and Bird! Fuck Dick and Bird! St. Paul admitting the law and life, and hitting rock bottom, drugs in the ex-wife. Fuck Dick and Bird! Fuck Dick and Bird! Fuck Dick and Bird! Fuck Dick and Bird! Fuck off! Shit.
Hello and welcome to this thing we call Minnesota Foul Play-by-Play. I'm your host, Anthony Mariano, and I'm joined by the brothers Haas. Bradley, you're looking good, my man. How many beers you got in you today?
Zero.
It's a pretty late evening for us here. It's almost 10 o'clock Central Time, and it's 9 Mountain Time. Mike, how's your bod? How did work go this week?
It went great. And if I could start the show by saying one thing, Tony, I'm not saying every time. I'm not saying all the time. But sometimes you got to go into New York and punch some people around.
Oh, man. We are all excited throughout Twins territory because the Minnesota Twins went into New York City and whooped the Yankees. Absolutely whooped them yesterday, 11-2.
Hey, let's hold out on this a little bit.
What do you mean hold out?
My enthusiasm's not going to be there till we can win a fucking game in October.
Oh, fuck
in
you,
New
Brad.
York.
You're the only Twins pessimist on this panel, goddammit, and I'm tired of it.
You should fucking read a bunch of the forums. I'm getting sick of the Brad Haases out there. Oh, God, our offense. We're winning fucking games. Shut up. Would you rather us lose?
Right? Things are going pretty well, Brad.
Offense till now.
And your boy Jose Miranda had some hits today. But first, we got to talk about yesterday, because yesterday was a seminal moment in Twins history. I know it was game, 13 of the season, something like that. And but, it's not often you go into New York City and put up 9 runs in the first inning. In fact, it's never happened in Twins franchise history until yesterday. That's per Joe Young Park. Yankee starter Johnny Brito. Is it Johnny or Joni? Probably Johnny. Johnny Brito lasted just 2/3.
Johnny Burrito sounds better.
He was throwing a bunch of burritos up there, meatballs really, because the Twins went back to back in the first inning with Michael A. Taylor, my guy, going yard, followed by rookie Edouard Julien, the Canadian, in his second ever MLB plate appearance. Didn't he single or double in his first one?
Yeah, got a single and then a home run all in the first inning.
I think Carlos Correa went deep after he did, and that was his first day back from back spasms. Not too bad. Not too bad for a guy that Brad's been just hounding all year. Why, Brad?
Do something.
He did. He did today, Boyle. Oh, man.
He did yesterday. He did today. I think that signing, if we always face the fucking Yankees and they push us around in the playoffs, if you're looking at Carlos Correa's stats against the Yankees, he's a fucking Yankee killer.
Especially at Yankee Stadium is his. It's his third favorite park to slug in. After today, obviously, he's fantastic there, and I mean he should be. That place is a goddamn tin can, and I hate the fact that people actually they play baseball in that thing, and he hit a ball 314 feet today, and it would have been a fly out anywhere in baseball except that place.
Yeah, his home run today was rather pathetic, but hey.
It went over the fence.
That's Yankees baseball.
He was 2 for 4 with 3 RBI and a run scored. They scored 4 runs. He also defended well, too. I think he turned a double play in the 9th inning. Hey, how about Louis Varland getting the call up from St. Paul to start in place of Kenta Maeda? Goes 6 innings, allows 6 hits, 3 runs, strikes out 8, walks just 1. Can't complain
he started
about that.
off hot, didn't he? I'm not gonna lie, I was a little nervous.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nice to see Volpe. I'm an Anthony Volpe lover. I love every shortstop that's ever played for the Yankees. But after he gave up those 2 solo shots,
mean all 6 of them?
I was just like, motherfucker, man. It's going to be the exact opposite of last night, but he settled in nice. Gave up 3 solo shots to the Bronx Bombers, and
I will give that guy credit. He comes out there, he throws 3 pitches of them, 2 of them are out of the park. I mean, what a hell of a way to start off your game, you know?
What a
But
way to
they did.
bounce back.
He
Yeah.
bounced back.
he
Tossed me
only had
fucking
1
one.
walk.
Yeah.
He gave us 6 innings, gives 1 walk, and I think 8 Ks.
Yep.
So he settled in and put this team in a position to win.
Well, can I tell you the secret again, boys? I picked the Yankees at -1.5, so I guess maybe I just bet against the Twins all year long, huh?
You mean to cover the 1.5 spread? I don't know
I
about
picked the
that.
Yankees to dominate the Twins today after
Oh, I
getting
had them.
blown.
I had the Twins covering. They were 1.5 run dogs yesterday to the Yankees, and then I had the under for 8.5 runs scored, and they fucking scored 9 in the first fucking inning. I mean, Jesus Christ, how could I make such a silly bet? But yeah, they.
Because you've been following the Twins the first fucking 12 games of the year, and our
Right.
offense has looked stagnant. So I would have taken the under as well.
I guess it takes a trip to New York City to wake up the bats. But hey, the bullpen was pretty good too. Even Emilio Pagan. How about that? Huh?
I'm gonna root for Pagan. I
Well, I mean, you better.
Okay.
Because he's going to need all the help he can get. But
no, he had there's a long fly ball. I mean, off the bat, I'm like, oh fuck, but fuck went in 1-2-3 against. Well, it was the bottom of their lineup. To his credit, I thought
is that
Lopez
to his credit?
Lopez's performance I thought was the best out of the bunch, but
And he really struggled since he been traded over from Baltimore last year. So it's good to see him throw a shutout inning today.
Yeah, it's good to see him. Beginning of the year, he's looked kind of like what we traded for. I mean, he's going to be our premier setup man. The one who actually, I'm not going to lie, kind of scares me is Duran. He doesn't seem to have much control, and if they pick the right pitch, as we saw against the White Sox, I mean, you hit a ball
that's a long way. Already going 102 miles an hour, it's probably going to end up going 117 somewhere.
Yeah.
But he got through an inning tonight. Scoreless inning from Pagan, scoreless inning from Lopez. This is how you draw it up. Scoreless inning from Duran. They're 10-4, have a 2.5 game lead over Cleveland, and a 4.5 game lead over the White Sox already. And that's despite, well, yeah, I guess we did all right against the White Sox. The White Sox really kind of gave us all the games we won in that series, though, so it didn't feel like we won any of them.
Well, no, that fucking bunt at the end of that game. It's
oh,
just
Michael
like
A. Taylor,
Sox
you beautiful
defense.
bastard! I love you.
No, and I love
put the ball on the ground,
Sox
and the White Sox will kick it around for days. They really will.
I love the White Sox commentators too. When it comes to talking about their defense, they're just like, well, what can you say? I mean,
there's no advanced analytics needed to describe this defense. It's just piss poor.
They are trash. They are absolutely
They've been bad
trash.
defensively for a really long time too. It's like there's just no overcoming it. They got a roster with a bunch of guys who don't seem to be able to play their position.
You're in the fucking major leagues. Are you fucking kidding me? You can't catch a fly ball.
And it's weird that we all know this about the White Sox. Like, this is a known thing throughout baseball, is that you can beat the White Sox if you just hit it at somebody, make them make a play.
No, that game when Dylan Cease was on the mound, I'm like, I feel sorry for him. He's one of the most he's one of the most dominant pitchers in baseball, and just piss poor defense behind him. I would just fucking flip him off and walk off the
Culver
field.
tried to dump Cease on me because he realizes he ain't going to win any games with that defense behind him.
No, but that's what's crazy is, like, when you watch the White Sox, though, you expect them to boot the ball. Like that game a couple Saturdays ago, Mike, that you were betting on, when that routine fly ball to the left fielder and it pops out of his glove, you're like, fuck, I lost my bet. You know, and this shit happens, and the next guy hits a home run. With the White Sox, it's like you're pissed off if they don't boot the ball because it happens so routine. You don't.
Oh, fuck that!
Like, it's
that
predictable.
Shot to the right fielder. The shot to the right fielder where it's a fucking easy catch. He just fucking trips over his feet, falls down. It's like watching fucking little girl softball. Like, it's Oh.
Well, it doesn't matter how we win them as long as we win them, and then we're sitting in first place in the AL Central. We like that. We like that.
Quick last note on baseball before you move into the Wild, Tony.
All right.
You've been freaking kissing Tampa Bay's ass this whole week.
I love Tampa Bay.
Is your love coming down a little bit since they actually faced a team,
No,
real team?
not at all. I still think they do baseball better than anyone's ever done baseball before.
Jesus. They play a bunch of minor league teams. They act like they're the best player or the best team since the fucking 90s fucking Yankees.
They're pretty good. I mean,
you know who else is pretty damn good?
The Twinkies are pretty damn good. And
they're not that good yet.
Pepsiment. Quit being devil's advocate, Brad. We're having fun, man. Did you not celebrate Carlos Correa with us, popping that champagne cork back in the day? Like, remember that day? Remember, it was 6 years. We were never going to celebrate bigger than this day, and now we might actually win a playoff game. It looks like so.
Yeah, so give me some time to get back into it because it took him fucking 12 games to do anything.
Oh, he's historically a slow starter.
I expect this guy to be hitting home runs. Defensively, he's a stud. I like him there, but God,
I'm pretty sure he was
something.
Top 15 or top 12 player in WAR last year. So, yeah, pretty damn good.
I tell you what, if we sign Lamar Jackson and he comes out in his first 12 games and doesn't throw a touchdown, you're going to be talking shit about
you're
it.
Talking about 12 games in this season is less than a game of the fucking NFL season, for Christ's sake. So if he fucks one game up, I think we're going to jump down his throat. No way. He's Lamar Jackson. We'll take him for life. All right, we're not talking football today, damn it. The Wild finished in third place in the Central, limped into the playoffs. They're hurting, man. Second line center Joel Eriksson Ek remains listed as week to week with a lower body injury, but they did send down. Let's see, Ek's going to play because Marco Rossi was sent down to the AHL, the Iowa Wild, I think today. He was as Ek's replacement on the first power play unit, and it seems like Ek's going to play, but is he going to be 100%? Who knows? They drew Dallas, so they'll play Dallas. They'll have to, if it goes 7, play in Dallas in Game 7.
I like that draw, though, personally.
I mean, I would rather avoid the Avalanche if possible.
I mean, and get away from the Blues 1 year in the playoffs.
I mean,
so I'm actually excited. I think they'll win it.
Oh, I don't know about that. I mean, it just depends on how Jewel is. I mean, he's a big part of our offense. Dating back to March 15th, which is 10 games, that excludes the 8+ minutes he skated in Pittsburgh when he got hurt. He had 12 points and averaged almost 19 minutes of ice time. Replacing that's really hard. And he's the guy on the ice who gets in everybody's ribs and is the pain in the ass. He's the pain in the ass. And you got to have the pain in the ass. So it's just, if he's 100%, I think they got a chance. But if he's not, I don't think they got a chance in hell. I think Dallas is damn good. And I'll tell you why. Let's see. I think we all agree that Philip Gustafsson is going to start Game 1 for the Wild, right?
He better.
Yeah.
I mean, he has to.
How long is his leash, though? Does he get Game 2 if he gives up 5 in the first game, or do they run Marc-Andre Fleury out there like they did last year when they flopped it so fast?
I say you give him 2 games regardless.
Yeah, give him the first 2 on the road.
Yep.
All right, so we pulled Dallas. This is what they'll have to do in order to win that series. They got to play more discipline because Minnesota had the 7th most penalty minutes this season, 925 of them. And Dallas had the 5th best power play. So their scoring percentage is 25%. So you can't give up power plays to this team. They'll have to block shots, which they actually do pretty well. Dallas shoots the puck a lot. They had the 7th highest shooting percentage at 10.7% this year. They're going to have to be the better team on 5-on-5, and that's going to be that's going to be hard. They might have the better back lines, the 3 and the 4 lines. It's just a matter of which Joel Eriksson Ek do we get on line 2, and is Kirill Kaprizov the thrill again? Let's hope they are. If they are, I think they can win the series. If they're not, there's no way in hell. They also have to be the more physical team, which I think is going to happen. It's just the way that Minnesota plays hockey.
They have to still be aggressive. Like when Kaprizov was out, be aggressive, shoot the puck. I mean, get more shots on goal. I mean,
absolutely.
And they'll be 100% fine. I honestly, 4-2 is what I think. I think it'll go 6.
You got any money on it yet?
Not yet. You gotta wait. You gotta wait to see what's going on with injuries and stuff. I mean,
So you won't place a bet until what, game 2? Or will you
no, I'll place a bet before the series
this
starts.
series?
'Cause I'm gonna try to predict the exact, and I'm thinking 4-2 right now. But depending on how bad X hurt, I don't know, man. It might go 7, which
Yeah,
is
well,
scary. But
you're on point with they just gotta shoot the puck a lot more than Dallas does and possess it a lot more than Dallas does. Like,
possess
I
it
mean,
is the number one.
right.
I mean, how many times do they turn it over? It's ridiculous. They can't even hold it in the offensive end for more than a couple seconds, and boom, no shots, nothing. Like they got to possess the puck, keep it
Well,
away
what
from.
they're
I
over
mean,
that stretch when Boldy replaced Kaprizov and they were the hottest team in hockey. That's how they played. That was their best defense, was just holding the puck.
exactly, because they're not. They're not that great of a defensive team. I mean,
They're a better defensive team than they are an offensive team. They do not score the puck well. Dallas is terrific defensively. They allowed the third fewest goals per game at 2.62. So, I mean, it's going to be an uphill battle. It's going to be real rough. You got to win the physicality battle though right away. You got to come out in Dallas and throw your weight around. I wouldn't mind seeing the fourth line start in game 1, frankly.
well, and historically, they don't score goals when they get to the playoffs, man. I mean,
I know.
Well, so
yeah, it's everything tightens up in the playoffs. It's a different. They play an entirely different type of game. You feel like the regular season's kind of wide open ice, and then in the playoffs, that the defenders that can really defend start playing real good defense. And
so
the
that's the
passing lanes are smaller. The amount of ice between you and your defender is smaller. Everything.
that's the question: do they play tentatively or do they open it up? I mean,
They've got to be the aggressor.
That's what I'm thinking. You can't sit back, go for it. I mean,
that's Evanson's mindset too. I mean, did you see him telling the coach? Let's see, it would have been Winnipeg's coach to come and bring it.
yeah,
Like they were, yeah. That hit on. Let's see, was it Johansson? Johansson's been such a great addition. Man, that guy's going to get paid. I don't even know if we'll be able to. He might be pricing himself out of our market. Frankly, he's been so good. But yeah, he took a shot to the ribs on a cross check at the end of that game. And the Winnipeg coach was, John and Dean Evason. And Evason didn't say anything. He just gives him the old finger wag toward me. Come on, bring it.
And that's when he sent out Reeves with 26 seconds to.
Yeah, it was a messy end of a game. I didn't catch it. It was too late. These start times, freaking ridiculous. And we're not even into the third quarter of this Wolves game. We're not going to even know how bad the Timberwolves blew the fourth quarter before this podcast is over.
Actually, can I give you some insight? They won't.
Oh, well, hold on, Mike. What do you got to say?
Oh, I was gonna say I do agree with you guys with the Wild. They gotta go in the playoffs, fucking playing loose. If I was their coach right now, I'd take those ice skates, I'd set them aside, I'd give them some rollerblades and take them down to the Mall of America and say, "Boys, have some fun, Mighty Duck style, baby."
You said "coach" in the most Minnesotan way I have ever heard. Coach. Oh man, you never sounded more Canadian. That was fantastic. Yeah, maybe rollerblade around the Alamo.
Just saying, go to the Mall of America. I mean, there's a lot of skating room there.
Well, the game is on Monday already. They'll play Monday in Dallas. So they're probably
so they better get their ass to Mall of America on Saturday then.
That's a terrible time to be skating around Mall of America. Have you ever been to Mall of America on a Saturday?
Loosen up, man. Emilio's going to be there. Everybody's going to be there.
It would be good practice for them. They'd have a lot of people to avoid, that's for sure. Woo! All right. Well, it's time to start talking about these Wolves, who currently hold a 7-point lead at the start of the third quarter. We can do that.
Here's the deal.
We're not making money off of this. Yeah.
Let's go back to Wednesday night.
We're
sitting here talking.
Do we have to?
T-Pups are up by 11. I'm like, shit, man. I got to go do it, Tony. I got to go do it. Don't do it, Brad.
Hedge your bet?
I fucking went and did it, man. So I did.
And you lost them both, didn't you?
No, I won. I got the Lakers one. I won the Lakers money line and hit the under. So I bet all freaking night for free, which is boring. So tonight
Losing would be better.
the Thunder are playing tough, and they've played the T Wolves tough all year.
You mean the Thunder?
That's what I said.
No, you said T-Wolves, but that's okay.
I said the Thunder have played the T Wolves tough all year.
Oh,
Maybe
you're
there's a
trying to say that they're competitive with the Wolves. I see.
yeah, exactly. So I laid my money on the Thunder tonight at -1.5. Same fucking things happening right now. They, 10-point lead at halftime.
Yeah. Well,
I'm
no,
like, oh,
you can
it's
pretty
gonna.
much assure they're going to give up an 8-point differential in the fourth quarter.
They always do though.
I
Like,
know.
why? Like,
I don't understand it. Like, this is why I wanted to have Joel on to talk about whether or not we should fire Chris Finch, because every time it's been repeated. Like John Krasinski in The Athletic wrote, it's been a problem under Finch this season and last. Stagnant offense, ISO heavy possessions, and little ball movement and cutting. Their offense goes away in the fourth quarter. They don't even attempt to do any offense. And
they said what you just said. Whatever dipshits were announcing the game on Wednesday were the same thing. First half, they're cutting, they're moving, everybody's moving. The third and fourth quarter, none of that shit's happening. It's like, what are you doing? Like,
standing around. They're doing the spread offense, and they want Anthony Edwards to win one-on-one, and he's not even thinking about driving to the basket at all in the fourth quarter. It was incredible. I just never seen anything. It looked like everybody on the court was scared shitless and had an immense brain fart. Like,
I mean, what don't they? Isn't it something like 14 or 15 games where they've been up by like 12 or more points this year that they've lost the game?
Yeah.
Like,
if you say so, it's true. How? Chris Finch. That's what I think. I mean, you can't come, and he can't had multiple. Fourth quarter is the time when you take your timeouts, and then you can come out with the ball and set something up and actually scheme something up. It didn't look like they came out of a fucking timeout with anything schemed at all. It was get the ball to Anthony Edwards on a pick and roll, but nobody rolled to the basket. They were all standing around on the fucking three-point line taking jumpers for the entire fourth quarter. You're not even trying to get to the free throw line. That's how you win games in the fourth quarter, is getting to the free throw line. What the fuck are we doing?
And that's a sad thing is Karl Anthony Towns actually showed up. He did his classic thing though, getting in goddamn foul
trouble and getting himself out of the game. Yeah.
But he showed up. He did the same thing last year in the play-in tournament.
Yeah. It's almost a surefire going to happen. He's going to pick up 2 cheap fouls, one after another, and he'll be sitting down for, like you say, 8 minutes. And that's a big part of the game, where, especially with Rudy Gobert out, where you're like, okay, now what do we do? I guess we'll play small, and our offense consists of Anthony Edwards, who was absent, just blatantly absent yesterday, or
which was
2 days ago,
Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. Which was absolutely weird. That was
I think Dennis Schroeder gives that guy a lot of trouble. And it looked like the Laker defense is legit. Like, they're healthy, and they were chasing down. You noticed how the game went on. The passing lanes got shut down. They were sticking with their men longer. They weren't switching as much. It was beautiful to watch.
I used to be a huge LeBron James fan. It's kind of dwindling off now. They can make a run, man. That team,
and I know they can. Yeah.
That team's scary good.
They really are healthy finally, and they appear to play pretty great defense when they need to.
Mike, what do you think?
Yeah, you guys are really hitting spot on there. Basketball, I saw that they were dribbling, and then they shot it.
You sound like Chris Finch in a timeout. Yeah, dribble, shoot it. I don't know what the hell. You
guys have to take this segment. I've not watched one basketball fucking game all year.
Well, I suspect that the Timberwolves will probably win this game, unfortunately, and then probably get swept by Denver, or gentlemen swept if Denver wants to take a night off. I mean, that's the future for them. And it's the same fucking. They were better last year, were they not?
They were. They were a way better team last year, in my opinion.
They never got a chance to gel, this team, though, either, with everybody being hurt all the time. Cat missed 52 of 82 games this year. Karl Anthony Towns carried the team for a long time. I wonder what his body's feeling like. That's the only thing I can think of where I'm like, man, Anthony Edwards just didn't even attempt to drive on nobody yesterday or on Wednesday.
And even if
right?
even if they do win, I mean, with McDaniels gone for the season,
Yeah,
to me, he would be our best matchup on the Joker, man. Like,
on every best player, he's the
like,
best matchup. Yeah, defensively.
oh man, I tell you what, it's gonna be not even gonna be fun to watch. Hey, did you guys
I like watching the Joker's fun to watch though.
Oh, he's good. He's good.
Yeah. He looks like
He's the Joker.
Nikola Jokovic.
Oh yeah, he's good.
Yeah, he's probably going to be MVP again, unless they give it
He's
to
like
Embiid.
He's like our generation's version of Clyde Drexler.
I would say more of like a Kevin McHale.
What are you guys doing here?
Sorry, Tony.
Anywho, that's been our show. Is that it? We done?
I don't know.
I haven't even reached the 10-minute warning yet.
It's not.
Well,
it's still recording.
Yeah.
All right.
We're recording. So why don't we
Hey, wait.
let Brad inform us here. It's almost Christmas season for football here. Thoughts on the draft? What do we think what do we think's gonna happen?
There are reports out that the Vikings brass is not content on making a decision to keep Dalvin Cook or not. So I don't know if that means what that means. If they want to trade him,
willing to retain him,
if they're going to just let him walk and eat it, it seems weird. I saw that report come out
they
today.
wouldn't waive him if they couldn't find a trade partner, would they?
You wouldn't
Release
think
him?
so.
Right.
You wouldn't think so.
Then they're on the hook for a bunch of money.
But right now I think cap numbers, I think they're just like $1.5 million over the cap. They need some money to sign fucking the people they draft.
Oh, you can rig that stuff.
I think they're actually 1.5 under, but I can check real quick.
I think
that's
Tony's
what I meant. That's what I meant. That they're barely under the cap.
Yeah.
But I mean, the reports I've also heard that they're thinking about moving up to draft that Will Levis,
quarterback from Kentucky.
Kentucky, yeah. He's got a cannon on him. My thing is screw that. Next year's draft class to me is better for quarterbacks. If you don't get one of the top two, wait.
And you're not going to pay. You're not going to extend Kirk Cousins anyways. So then you'll need a quarterback in the draft.
Well, and then second of all, that frees up money for you can actually have a team and draft a quarterback. The Trey Lance bullshit's still out there. I mean,
no way.
Yeah, but
which I don't like, but it frees up money. I am
not comfortable with Trey Lance leading this team this season.
No, I'm not.
But what I got a question for both of you. Like, what world are you guys living in where I think they're going to be an all right team again next year, so they're not going to have a good first round draft pick.
They'll have to trade up.
They're never going to be able to take a top 5 quarterback. So my thing is you either need to trade somebody. I'm not saying I want Lance either, but
10-minute warning.
You could probably get him. Or if we're going to just pick like the 4th or 5th quarterback, I mean, wouldn't you want him to have a year under Kirk Cousins as opposed to throwing somebody to the fucking Wolves right away?
I wouldn't be surprised if they go quarterback in the first round.
But isn't that what they did with Kellen Mond? Like, he was supposed to be the guy coming in, and he's not on the team anymore. I mean,
these are the hardest things to hit on, though. Nobody knows what the hell they're doing at the quarterback position. Fucking only one guy got Justin Herbert, right?
But you got that guy sitting there, Lamar Jackson. And maybe there's shit going on. I don't think they're going to get him now that they signed Odell. The Ravens did, but There's your
That's not
guy.
going to be the difference maker. Lamar's pissed at the Ravens. You think Odell Beckham Jr. is going to be the answer for him? Odell Beckham Jr. isn't better than 2 or 3 of the wide receivers currently on the Minnesota Vikings. There might be 3 wide receivers better than Odell Beckham Jr. on the Vikings.
Maybe the Odell signing could help actually steal frickin' Jackson, and maybe they'd want to fucking take Cousins in a trade or something, because Cousins would need fucking receivers to throw to.
Yeah, and the Ravens don't have that.
Well, they do. Well, they got one now. Well,
I don't think they have one. When was the last time you saw Odell Beckham Jr. be good? Like great.
MVP in the Super Bowl. MVP in the Super Bowl if he doesn't get hurt.
But in that,
and they got
Bateman. Get hurt. He's been hurt and absent for most of like the last 4 or 5 seasons.
I mean,
I like Bateman.
If you think about it, though, yeah, they've got Bateman, they've got Mark Andrews. It's a place where Cousins probably would go. If you think about it, he would.
You could convince him to take a trade to Baltimore.
They've got a defense.
They've already got a better defense than us. Yeah.
I mean, like honestly, like
no, and that's
Cousins could be a dick about it. I don't know. Like
the main reason I want Lamar is Jesus Christ. If you got to pay fucking people like Daniel Jones that kind of money, fuck you. I want Lamar Jackson then, because like. No offense to Daniel Jones, but he ain't worth that fucking money. Like, I mean,
I'd take him.
Not at that price, I wouldn't.
I mean, he earned it. He was better than Kirk Cousins in that game. Not because he's better than Kirk Cousins, but because our defense was porous.
Yes.
Which, that's another thing we actually. Where are we going to draft these fucking? We need cornerbacks. We got like one on our fucking team.
Hey, here's another interesting thing. Buda Baker just requested a trade today.
Oh, I heard about this. Yeah.
We just talked about through a group text message about just starting 6 safeties. Dalvin Cook for Buda Baker.
I don't think that would get it done.
Fuck, we'd have to
you don't
start
think so?
3.
Hey, there's my favorite cousin and NBA 2K expert, Joel Variano.
Thank God he can save this show. It's just been going fucking
I know.
downhill.
I mean, you guys have been drinking all goddamn day, and I'm stone sober, so it might be our worst work that we've ever done. Although I like
it wasn't bad. It wasn't.
I like the dancing segment at the beginning. Joel, can you hear us? Swimmingly. This is going swimmingly. Anywho, currently the Wolves have a 10-point lead in the third. I'm sure they'll end up losing this game.
It's 11 now. Back to whatever. I'm just trying to turn into you guys being pessimists about stuff. Mostly like you, Tony.
Well, somebody's got to be the pessimist on this show, Brad.
And you're always the pessimist about my Vikings and shit like that.
Yeah.
And
I'll continue to be that pessimist. Yeah.
I gotta do it for the Twins. Until the Twins do something. Like,
what is do something? Win a playoff game? We got to go the whole season before you're gonna start calling Jose Miranda a good player or Carlos Correa worth the money.
I had this many kids, 0, and now I have like a fucking litter of them. The last time the Twins won a fucking playoff game, I had 0 gray hairs the last time the Twins won a playoff game.
Yeah, I mean, most of us have aged quite a bit. 0-13 over many, many years. Yeah, it hurts.
It's fine to get excited. I mean, we always get excited. Don't get me wrong. I love the Twins. I love cheering for them. It's cool that they're coming out of the gates finally strong, instead of stumbling out of the gates and then waiting till the All-Star break to make their move. I like it. It's good.
All I'm saying is you have to, if you look at the way they've been playing, as a Twins fan, we haven't had a fucking rotation like this in fucking like 2 decades.
No, pitching-wise,
we're
good. Pitching-wise, we're good. I'm just waiting for all these butt fucks that you guys talk about that I barely know who they are to start doing something. Like Miranda doesn't deserve to be on the team right now. He should be down in AAA. He sucks.
He was 2 for 4 today.
Yeah.
Okay, whoa. It took him 13 games to get 2 hits. So now his hit total for the year is 5. Let's go. Good job, buddy. Woohoo. I mean, come on. Like,
He's 24. They're going to be streaky. Like, that's
I
the
don't
problem
give
with
a
it.
fuck. You didn't see Griffey fucking doing this shit when he came
Well,
out of
we're
the
not
fucking
Now we're
comparing
league.
him to
comparing
fucking
Jose
Griffey.
Miranda to Ken Griffey Jr. Are you out of your fucking mind, Brad?
You guys compare these guys to being so good that they're not.
No,
treated.
no,
We've never,
no.
ever brought Ken
Never.
Griffey Jr. into this. You brought
No.
Ken Griffey Jr. into this.
I'm not comparing any of our players to like Julio Rodriguez, except if we can get a healthy Royce Lewis back, fucking middle of the season. Yeah, then I'm gonna get really excited because that fucking boy can play. So Miranda we've never once compared him to fucking.
And here another
It
thing.
would never even cross my mind.
Buxton needs to play the fucking outfield. We need
Not
to
yet.
get Michael.
Not
that
yet.
fucking Taylor guy is a
I
shit
want
bag.
him. Are you kidding me? He's won us like 3 games already this year.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. All right, that's enough of this.
Hey, we should find Corey Hunter. What are you talking about?
Yes, let's do it.
Oh,
I'm game
God.
with that.
Thank God. Joel's here to save us. We were trying to talk basketball, and it went terribly, Joel. I'm totally on your train now. It must have been months ago. You came on this show and said it's time to fire
The
Chris
trade
Finch.
deadline. Yeah.
The trade deadline show. Middle of the
Trade
season.
deadline too with the Lakers. Why are we helping the Lakers? Who just made the playoff? The
Yeah.
fucking Lakers.
They look pretty darn good, don't they? Those guys that we
no,
gave
not
them,
really.
they look good defensively.
Without our 2 defenders, but
Yeah. They looked like they were able to play defense in the fourth quarter, or what happened there? What happened there?
That was in foul trouble, and it's just everything
Can't attack the rim.
flops. Yeah, it's just horrible officiating. It's typical NBA shit. So
You're gonna blame the officiating? What? Chris Finch?
we only shot 3 free throws in the first half.
Oh.
To the Lakers, I think 19. So
But we weren't exactly attacking the paint either.
Yeah,
I mean, in the fourth quarter, we didn't at all.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, Cat, like I said, he was in foul trouble. He didn't want to pick up another flop.
Well, where the hell was Anthony Edwards?
Something with his shoulder, I think they were saying.
See, I knew he couldn't be 100%.
Yeah, but
he's been carrying this team on his shoulder all
at
goddamn
we
year.
were up by 10.
Didn't he hurt? He hurt his shoulder when he went up for a block.
Oh, he went up for a block and then fell on it. Yeah.
Yeah, but he still was like 0 for 8 before that happened. Like he was just
he just a horrible game. I mean,
I think Dennis Schroeder gives him problems.
It's kind of encouraging that we only lost by 6 with Anthony Edwards playing like shit and our 2 best defenders were out.
We were 7.5 point dogs.
Yeah. So, but
you are taking this a hell of a lot better than I thought you should. Like I was pissed.
Oh yeah. I was pretty steamed the first night, but yeah, Finch needs to just go.
I agree.
Mean,
I was pissed. I went down to the fucking joint and put $100 on the motherfuckers when they're up by 11.
Yeah, I told you not to change anything. They were going to lose by 8.
What? It's just a stupid bet to bet on the T-Wolves. What are you talking about?
I agree. Okay, we're in the final minute, which means I got to say thank you to my co-host, Joel Variano, our NBA 2K expert, and my favorite cousin, Bradley. Yeah, he's the pessimist who yells about the Twins a lot. And Michael, who I love you. Thank you for joining us.
Start and keep doing shit for us, please.
We got 30 seconds. Quick question. Where do the T-Wolves, where does this team stand up against the team of Space Jam?
Which one? The Monstars?
That had Jordan on it, so yeah, it doesn't. Yeah.
I think Jordan could beat him by himself with his hands behind his back.
Shit, Jimmy Butler did it, so I'm.
Thanks, Joel. Thank you for watching Minnesota Foul Play-by-Play on TikTok, on YouTube. Catch us on Spotify and wherever you get your podcasts. Peace.
Peace.
Let's go Wolves.
Let's go Wolves.